Hey everybody, today I'm going to chat to you about why protein is really important in your diet when you're in a caloric deficit. So obviously the first couple of videos we're talking about why it's important, how we can do it, how we can keep you in a caloric deficit. On the flip side of that, some of the things that we need to make sure we're eating is protein. Now, when we're in a caloric deficit, we now know that that is putting the body in a stage of breaking down what it's got and using it or turning it into readily available energy. So we've got two, well, there are more energy systems, but for the purpose of this, we've got stored body fat, which is an energy source. We've also got muscle, which is an energy source. Now, when we exercise, when we rate train, when we come and do awesome group training sessions in the studio and all that sort of stuff, we're actually breaking down muscle in that time. So think of it as this as you will. So over on this side, we're still thinking about that 2,000 calories. So I'm spending 2,000 calories over here, okay? So that's what I'm expending every single day. And I'm only putting in 1,800 calories. So I've got to make up that 200 calorie difference. Now, if we're in a stage where we've exercised, we've broken down muscle, the body's kind of like, it's quite easy to take that broken down muscle that we've broken during exercise, and I'll use that to pay the difference. We do not want that. We categorically do not want that. So what happens is, by eating sufficient protein, or eating enough protein, protein is the building blocks of muscle. Now, the building blocks of muscle will then go back into that system and repair that muscle, okay? So what it means is, when we exercise, we give our body a reason to keep the muscle, okay? Because we're asking it to do more than it ever has done before. We're pushing the boundaries of what we're capable of. So the body is going, we do need to keep that muscle really. By eating protein, we then give our body the building blocks that when it's broken down into tiny bits to rebuild that tissue. So now we're in a stage where we've doing the exercise and giving our body a reason to keep the muscle. We're now providing it with the building blocks to rebuild it. So the body goes, right, protect all muscle, protect it with everything that we can. What else have I got access to that I could use to pay that 200 calorie difference? Body fat. Everyone's got a little bit of body fat, that's completely normal. However, it's going to scoop that up, it's going to break it down, turn it into usable energy, and use body fat to pay the difference. Now, what happens over time is the more you stay in a caloric deficit, the longer you do it for, the harder you train, to make sure we're keeping up with that, your body fat stores over time will get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until they're gone. And that's when you're then super lean and much healthier and all the rest of it. So really key, hit your protein targets, hit your calorie targets, you'll lose body fat exclusively, and you'll look and feel even better than you already do.